Eh?
Fortunate I could make it. My divination results predicted you making a fool of yourself.
Oh my god, they're so cute.
The show is about to start.
The voice actresses are so
Cloud
freaking good.
Quintet.
What is that facial expression? But here are the first codes. Alright gang, here is the second redemption code. I'll probably drop them all in the comments down below. That's going to be the third redemption code.
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah Wiedenheft and I voice Fu Xuan.
Oh,
What's up, guys? I'm Anjali Kunapaneni, and I
Oh,
voice
that's a-
Sushong.
that's a really complicated name.
I'm Nicholas Leung, and I voice Dan Heng.
The chibis and the voice actors and actresses, they just work like really, really freaking well. And I usually play in JP, right? And obviously I can't understand it, but these English voice actors are actually pretty good.
Today, finally revealing his true power.
Who?
We have Dan Heng,
Oh.
Imbibitor Lunae.
Imbibitor? If you... Oh my god, I will never get over that, I don't know. But I gotta say, like, his animations are pretty freaking top notch.
Oh, okay.
This makes me look so freaking dumb because I've been calling him Imbibitor Lunae. I can't even. They really love to drop lore bombs in these special programs, so I'm not sure how they kind of make it up for the people who don't watch these. Alright, it's kit reveal
As an
time, boys.
imaginary type character following the path of destruction, Dan Heng, Imbibitor Lunae's specialty is consuming multiple skill points to trigger an array of powerful abilities.
So now that I think about it, we actually already knew this because we were able to play him through the story. And we actually already know like the majority of his kit already.
Tapping the skill button enhances the effects of Imbibitor Lunae's basic attack, Beneficent Lotus, up
Alright.
to 3 times in succession. Depending on
skill
the number
points
of
a turn, man.
enhancements, Beneficent Lotus becomes Transcendence, Divine Spear, and Fulgurant Leap, respectively. Hits per action and damage dealt increase with each enhancement. Additionally, single target damage is replaced with multiple target damage in both Divine Spear and Fulgurant Leap.
So my first thoughts about this one is that he is going to be extremely skill point inefficient. And if you want to like make the most out of him, 3 skill points per turn means that you need to have essentially 3 really, really skill point efficient characters, right? So I'm almost thinking like Bronya is not going to really work. Silver Wolf maybe because she has to skill maybe like once every 3 turns, maybe once every 2. Pella could be really good because Dan Heng is AoE damage, as you could see with the charge up thing. And generally speaking, you don't really use Pella for her E skill. Asta could be pretty good because you want the speed buff from her ult as well as the attack buff, which is passive. Tingyun once every 3 turns, not too bad. Jepad's fine. Actually, the only one that really stands out to me is Bronya.
And Imbibitor Lunae's talent, Righteous Heart, amplifies the damage he deals as the number of hits per action in the current turn increases.
Sounds like skill point management is going to be pretty important for Imbibitor Lunae's allies.
There you go.
Well, hold that thought. When using his ultimate, Imbibitor Lunae deals imaginary damage to a single target and adjacent enemies,
Okay.
while also receiving a set amount of Squama Sacrosancta.
A what? A what? A Sama Scatcha,
Squama
whatever.
Sacrosancta can be used to offset Imbibitor Lunae's skill point consumption.
Okay. Ignore everything I just said before. If this skill point regeneration thing is good enough, then maybe Bronya is still on the cards.
Imbibitor Lunae's technique, Heaven Quelling Prismadragon, allows
Whoa.
him to enter a leaping dragon state for a set time. In this state, using an attack causes Imbibitor Lunae to lunge forwards a set distance and strike all enemies he comes into contact with. Entering battle in this way allows Imbibitor Lunae to acquire a set amount of Squama Sacrosancta.
So essentially his technique is going to let him go in with a couple of skill point replacements. I think it's okay to use as kind of like the last move in. So after you use your Bronya, your Tingyun, and everybody else who has the stackable ones, your Luocha. But then that technique, because it's the one that you have to use to enter
Heaven
in,
Quelling Prismadragon.
this one is going to be competing with like your Silver Wolf, for example. And I would probably use the Silver Wolf over this one. Simply because I personally value breaking a lot more than a little bit of extra damage from your Dan Heng. Now, don't get me wrong, maybe using that technique is going to let you one turn the MOC, something like that.
Let's move on to an old friend of ours, the Master Diviner, Lady Fu Xuan.
Oh, wow, we're going right into Fu Xuan, okay. Alright, I gotta admit, she's kind of cute. She kind of cute. Her animations are really nice. It's actually, oh, hold up. It's like the Galaxy animations. I really like Mona's animations, and so I think Fu Xuan's animations really appeal to me because of that. Like, oh my god, the stars, the constellations, and all.
Your every move has been foreseen.
Oh my god, these voice actors and actresses are so freaking dedicated. I love it. All right, looks like
Fu
kit
Xuan
reveal.
is a quantum type character, following the path of preservation. But
Okay.
where other path of preservation characters mainly use shields for defense, Fu Xuan takes a different road.
Precisely. After using her skill, Fu Xuan activates the Matrix of Prescience, which lasts for a set number of turns. This allows Fu Xuan to absorb some of that damage for her allies.
Wait a second, that's kind of like that blessing from the destruction path in Simulated Universe. I do pick that one up quite often. But what that does mean is that she's going to need a little bit of sustain for not only herself, but the rest of her teammates. Let's see how it goes.
When the Matrix of Prescience is active, it grants the knowledge effect to the entire team, increasing characters' max HP and crit rate.
Crit rate? Preservation Are you a harmony in disguise? Hold up.
Fu Xuan's talent offers a variety of effects. Firstly, Fu Xuan can provide a permanent misfortune avoidance state, reducing the damage taken by the entire team. Secondly,
Okay, so that's damage reduction, which is really nice. However, to be a solo sustainer, like she's still taking damage. She needs a way to heal everybody. Hopefully there's going to be something like
when
that
Fu
there.
Xuan's HP drops below a set percentage, she recovers a set percentage of HP.
There you go.
POV, you're Fu Xuan's enemy. Why are my attacks healing her?
I'm hoping that she can also recover her teammates' HP as well.
That's not all. Fu Xuan's ultimate deals quantum damage to all enemies, but it also increases the frequency of her talent's HP restoration effect. Oh, and I almost
For
forgot
herself?
to mention, Fu Xuan's technique can grant a barrier for the whole team that lasts for a set duration.
Damage reduction, damage sharing, barrier, heal for herself. I'm hoping to see still a little bit of heal for her teammates.
During exploration, the barrier blocks all enemy attacks, thereby preventing battles that would otherwise have triggered in this way.
Wait a second, that's
Her
it?
technique also activates the Matrix of Prescience automatically at the start of the next battle.
Okay, so the barrier is actually for the open world. It's not for inside the battle itself. Okay, so as far as we know, there is nothing in there that is going to be healing her teammates. That's a little bit of a concern. So everything I've heard so far is fantastic. Crit rate buff, HP buff, like a max HP buff. She heals herself and she takes damage for other characters. Damage reduction as well. Now what's interesting is that she doesn't actually need an aggro multiplier because she is just going to be, no matter who takes the damage, she will take some of it for them, right? And it's really nice that she actually heals herself up like that. But I'm really hoping that there is going to be a heal for the rest of the characters because you can only do that so much, right? And that will probably be the only way that she can be a solo sustainer, which is what she's competing with, like your Jepards, like your Lord Chars. I'm hoping that there's going to be some kind of like HP heal for the rest of the teammates or something that will make her a solo sustainer. However, like at this point, if you can do enough damage to kind of like get through all of the stages before like your team becomes critically low, then I can definitely see her working. And she actually might be like, you know, better than Gepard and Lord Char, considering she gives the crit rate a type of offensive buff. Now, hopefully the crit rate is actually substantial.
It's time we introduced a young girl from Bellaba.
Okay.
Lynx.
Oh, it's Lynx.
Landau.
All right. Oh, she's so cute. Wait, am I playing the wrong game? It feels like, what is it called? Animal Crossing.
Lynx is a quantum type character following the path of abundance
Oh,
who
it's kit
provides a
time.
variety of healing for her team. Her skill can restore HP to a single ally and grant them survival response for a set number of turns, boosting their max HP. If an
Max HP. Blade. Wait, is that kind of dumb? I mean, I guess you have to use a skill point for it. And what makes our healers really competitive right now is the fact that you don't have to use skill points with them. So for example, like your Lord Char, your Bailu, and your Natasha, if you can run the energy regen rope and just survive off of the ultimate, that's kind of what we're going to be looking for Lynx to be competitive.
ally with survival response follows the paths of destruction or preservation, the likelihood of them being targeted by enemy attacks increases.
Wait a second. That's Blade. And she specifically said destruction. Blade, Clara, it does cost SP to use it, but hopefully it lasts for like 2 or 3 turns or something. Maybe 3 turns, it will be a little bit efficient.
Increased enemy aggression? Guess they're not fans of whatever's in that tin.
So that, what I just saw there,
can't-
that one right here, the using it on Gepard, The fact that it's not solo sustaining is kind of making me like, not sure about that one. Because let me put it this way, Gepard does not need Lynx. So I'm hoping that Lynx does not need anybody else.
Lynx's ultimate restores health too and dispels one debuff from each ally. That thing's
That is so freaking good. Holy crap. A 4-star unit restores HP to everybody and removes a debuff like a cleanse at this point in time without even knowing like her other talents and stuff. I think she's better than Natasha already. And I gotta admit, that really, really freaking sucks for Natasha. Now, Lynx, this abundance character who looks like she could actually potentially solo sustain the whole freaking team. The release of Lynx as well as more and more abundance characters means that Luocha has less and less rolling priority. Luocha is definitely not going to get power crept like he is the god healer, but it's kind of like, do you really need the god healer? Could you just use Lynx? And with a team-wide heal and team-wide cleanse, I think the answer is maybe.
that thing's huge.
I'm not gonna say it.
I know. Yo, talk about a hard pill to swallow.
Oh my god.
Sarah? No?
I can't believe that joke actually made it to the final production.
See, I'm just wondering how she even fits it in her backpack.
Fair enough.
Sometimes big things come in small packages.
What? Okay, nothing to say. Wow. That's all I can really say.
You know, I forgot to
Wow.
mention Lynx's talent. It can grant a continuous healing effect to targets of her skill and ultimate for a set number of turns.
Wait, so her ultimate is an AoE heal, cleanse, and regen buff? Yo, Natasha kind of found like dead in a ditch, my guys. Lynx seems like not like the Bennett because she doesn't really have the offensive capabilities, but she's essentially got like everything that a healer really needs. And so I'm almost like a little bit suspicious in terms of her scaling because she can do a lot more than Natasha. And that's got me wondering if her heals are going to be a little bit less effective. There's got to be like some kind of caveat, right? Like whether it's conditional, whether it's healing less. But otherwise, like I'm freaking impressed. I wonder if you could skip Fu Xuan for the Lynx. I gotta say though, Fu Xuan is kind of cute.
Is there anything brighter than the sun?
If there is,
Is
we
there?
should tell Imbibitor Lunae about it. Someone needs some vitamin D.
Hey,
Hey,
come
what
on,
the
he's looking
frick?
Pretty good.
And so my guys, that is my run through, my reaction, my first impressions about this live stream. It's looking like a pretty good update. However, that is going to bring us to the end of the video. Let me know what you are most excited for. But with that being said, goodbye.